Sense of humor. And there was one joke that he particularly liked. And it was a little off color, but at the end, he said, "I'll have the soup." And I'll be glad to tell that story in private to anybody who wants to know.
But it kind of fits in because his last 2 weeks, all he could eat was soup. And he'd tell me, "I'll have the soup."
And every email he sent to me that had a joke was the title line was "I'll have the soup." Now, I have to tell one story. He and we were going to get together with him for dinner. And I said, well, let's see. Typically, he's half an hour, 45 minutes late. So my wife, Kathy, says, let's plan to eat about 6:30. So I told him, I said, all right, we're going to meet together at 6 o'clock at this restaurant. And we showed up at 6:30. He was on time that day. I was just absolutely amazed. That's the only time I think he was on time.
That's true.
And then the other story I wanted to tell about has to do with Betty and Aaron King. They were riding along on their tandem bike, which they did for many years. And the front fork in that bike broke. And they tumbled off onto the side of the road. Jim looked down to him and says, can't you two wait till you get a motel? Anyway,
Pretty good.
I think we could go on, and I hope somebody else has got some that have.
Please tell us who you are and how you do it.
Oh, I'm Brian Dietz. I joined the Rusty Chang Gang in about the 2002-2003 time frame. And the one thing that made it such a good group to ride with is that they were very welcoming, they wanted you to be a part of the group. And they had a rule that nobody rode by themselves. You're never going to get dropped off. You're never going to get stranded, and that was part of the group. And Jim, and in particular Sherwin, were leaders of the group. And one of the pictures that was shown was about a little over 2 years ago. They had a 90th birthday that celebrated for Sherwin and Jim and Larry and Andy.
Andy, that's right.
And that was kind of a joy because that was the first meeting we've had in several years because of the COVID situation. And it was a wonderful celebration. Anyway, see the picture. Anyway, I've already spoken too long. But anyway, Jim was always a joy to be around.